All right, here we have a little hookup for some nLight stuff. This is a motion sensor. It's an nRM-PDT9 and a power pack dimming relay, an NP16DEFP, and a nIO, which is a Bluetooth module to communicate with a cell phone or tablet via Bluetooth. And I've got it hooked up to 110 right now, so I'm not using the orange lead, which would be 277, and I'm not dimming anything, so I'm not using the purple and the gray. So anyways, incoming line hits this red wire, which is power into the relay, and the black selection for 110, the grounding conductor, the neutral. The neutral is also shared with this little 12-volt power supply feeding a light, a small 12-volt light that I set up. I didn't feel like setting up a big heavy-duty fixture or anything. Okay, so how this operates is if the motion sensor senses motion, and also because this one is a dual technology, so it'll also pick up sound. So after the motion sensor shuts off, for an extra 15 seconds afterwards, if there's it doesn't see any motion, but it still hears some sound, it'll still keep the lights on. All right, and dimming pack and whatnot. All right, so that's what I got set up here, and I'm going to use the nConfig app on the phone to turn the light on and off, and just kind of show you what the application is like. Okay, so okay, I'll bring up the nConfig software on my phone, or app, not really software, but okay, so that's your splash screen or your starting point for nConfig. Just click on this little radio button on the bottom there. Okay, so you can see that it's up, and I don't know if you can see very well, but it's found two devices. So let me see if I can focus in and see how the nIO right there, found two devices, and that would be the relay power pack and the motion sensor. So here the nIO found those two items. Okay, so let's open them up, and it's going to ask for a pin number, and the default is 1, 2, 3, 4, so that makes it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect. It's authenticating. Takes a little bit of time. You got to be patient. You can hear the relay clicking as it's going. So it's discovered the two devices. The top device is the relay. Bottom device is the motion sensor. So we could go into, let's see, it's kind of hard. I should probably do a screen grab or something. Let me just set the phone back down on the table here. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's about the best focus I'm going to get. So if we click on the little light bulb down here, it'll come up, and you can see that it's found the control. And the thing about this is, whether it be a wall pod or a motion sensor or whatever, those get assigned to zones. So all this stuff in here right now is assigned to zone 1. Notice how it says zone 1. If I had a bunch of stuff, I could assign more zones and push the devices onto those zones, so that if I had a light that was being controlled by a switch for one room, it'd be in one zone. Another room or another area, it would be in a different zone. So they wouldn't all be in the same zone. Kind of think of zones as rooms. So you could actually turn off the lights from here, the light from here. Notice the relay click. There's a little time delay. The light's out. Let's see if I can bring it back on again. Might not be able to. It's kind of a pain, but yeah. So you could actually control the lights from here. You can bring them on and off from here. I'll turn it off. I don't know exactly how that motion sensor works. But let's see if it'll bring up the light when I see. It's not gonna, because I've got it just off, period. So if it's off, it's off. So you could actually control stuff just through this app, which is kind of cool. Anyways, that's pretty much how it works. And if I had more devices set up, I could show you how to push stuff off into different zones. But let's look at one other thing on here. So there's the relay, and it's got a unique number. And let's see if that relay does have that. Okay. Okay, so to be able to identify that, we probably have to go to the home screen and forget how you do this now. Okay, let's just try to go directly to the relay. They have unique ID numbers, so if you had a bunch of relays, they would all have different numbers. I'm not seeing it here for some. Oh, okay. No. Well, you see the nIO, and it's got its number, and that's the number on the nIO. This is just the model number here. What I'd like to do is find the actual ID number for the relay. You can do quite a few things within the software here, and that'll set up your devices so that they're, going to do what you want them to do. So let's just see. Zone 1 has 2 devices. Here we go. Here's the unique ID number. So there's the relay, and its unique ID number is 025DADC9. So if you had a bunch of relays, you'd be able to see them, and they'd each have a unique ID number. You could look at the relay, see the number, and that corresponds to the relay. You kind of have to keep stuff written down so you keep track of where things are. So if you had a relay that controlled some hallway lights, you'd have the number written down. You'd have it listed as hallway lights and high bay lights and different things like that. So that way you know what relay's feeding what. So as for the motion sensor, okay, well, let's just say we're done with that. Let's see. It's got daylight harvesting, so that would be that first section is for the switch, and the second section is for the dual tech sensitivity for the motion sensor. So, and there's actually the ID number there, I believe, Q1. Let's look at the device itself. E1. Yeah, that's it there. So that's telling you this number in blue right there, if you can see it, that's this number on the device itself right here. See that number right there? That number is the number you're seeing here in the software. Okay, so let's add a zone, okay? Add a zone. So in zone 2, let's put that device into zone 2. So I'm pushing that motion sensor into zone 2 and the relay into zone 2. Now I'm done. Now see, you've got 2 devices in both zones. Now I can delete these devices out of zone 1. I can take them out somehow. I can delete the zone. Devices, okay, there. So I can turn those devices off. So now they're both in zone 2. There's nothing in zone 1. So just, maybe I'll set up another demo with a bunch of relays and stuff so we can really see what's going on. But it's pretty easy. So like I think you can even rename these, but let's just see. I don't know. No, it's not like you can rename those. Just all information about the unit. So user's guide and website support. You can restore to default settings, access point security pin. You can change the pin number from 1, 2, 3, 4 to whatever you want. Edit device labels. There we go. You can edit the device labels. That's pretty nice. So let's just say, I really don't want to do it, but let's just say I want to change the relay to a different, well, I can, a custom label. Well, I'll do it. What the heck? Hallway lights. Okay, so, and then I'll save it. Still kept the ID number, which is good. And that. So let's just say hallway lights, but it keeps the ID number with it. So that's kind of nice. So it'll help you to more easily identify where your relay is and stuff. So that's kind of a useful feature. So there's quite a few features in there. So I hope this helped you a little bit anyways on the nIO and the nConfig software, which is just a downloadable app. Anyone can download it. And the nIO, I've seen them for like 15 bucks on the web. So it's just a really good little device if you want to work with the nLight stuff. So, good to have. All right, take care until the next video.